Let's head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
I wonder if Joe Woods has any kind of input about what's going on. I mean, picking the players and, hey, what do you need to help your team succeed? Because he has to realize that his defense does not work without a solid front four, even a solid front seven. And he looks like a deer in headlights sometimes, like he's scared to make a play call because it might cost him his job. I feel like if they'd have got this man better players, he would have did a better job. But they just wanted to build up secondary players, and yet you still get ate up by Jamar Chase. Cincinnati had one of their starters in yesterday, and that was all they needed at the wide receiver spot. You let a couple guys off the bench and practice squad come in and just, wide open Hail Mary. Is it really Woods, or is it the people ahead of him or above him who aren't giving him what he needs? Do you blame Paul DePodesta saying that, he thinks this is baseball and we can go get somebody for cheaper who does this just as good? But that doesn't work in the NFL because most of them guys who make that cheap money don't last long. This ain't baseball. So I don't know what to do with the Browns. I think they need to clean house from top to bottom, even if that means ownership, which we know they're not going to sell. But we just need somebody in there who understands the game of football. Go Browns.
As always, appreciate all the voicemails. Corey, I get the frustration with the defense. You can say a lot about Joe Woods. The defensive tackle situation, and I like him. I think he's done a decent job. That falls on Andrew Berry. You need some guys that can absorb double teams, especially if you're going to play smaller, quicker linebackers. And that seems to be a mismatch in my mind. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I would tend to agree. And that probably goes into spending money in free agency. And they did go out and get Malik Jackson, who was, an aging vet, but a guy who had a lot of NFL success up to that point, and it didn't pan out. Malik McDowell didn't pan out for a couple of reasons. So I do think that falls back on Andrew Berry, but it's hard to discuss NFL draft hit rate and not say that, there's only 30% of first rounders who get second contracts. So drafting's not an easy thing. And I would say Andrew Berry's hit rate is probably in the top third of the league based on, finding guys like Martin Emerson in the third round, Donovan Peoples-Jones in the sixth round. Harrison Bryant has played well past what you would expect out of a fourth rounder. Guys like that, yeah, you want more success at the top. I still have hope for Grant Delpit. As far as Joe Woods not having his guys, I would say, I think the 2021 NFL draft would kind of rule that out, where they went Newsome, JOK the first two rounds. I think that's pretty strong evidence that Joe Woods' input was heard. We'll see. I'm not ready to give up on some of these guys like Denzel Ward, because Denzel Ward was a top 5 corner last year. I'm not ready to give up on Greg Newsome because he was an all-rookie player last year. We'll see. I want to see what a scheme that doesn't have Denzel Ward playing 9 yards off of Jamar Chase could do. I think there's a lot of scheme-specific things that really make players look a lot worse than they are. Like, no matter how fast Denzel Ward can close on the football, if you're 9 yards off the ball, it's going to be really hard to make a play on it.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think this scheme is playing to the strengths of some of the players.